Hey everyone, it's Nick here with the 107 Gaming Network, and today we are playing an Arma2 mod known as DayZ. This is a popular mod, came out recently. There's a featured article on Kotaku, and it's become extremely popular, and I decided to try it myself. Now we begin about 10 minutes into my very first game I'd ever played, and this is a metallic building that I followed somebody to. However, I can't seem to find them, so I get the bright idea, being a newbie, to throw a flare. Thought maybe that would attract them, but I didn't want to be anywhere near it. Now, I did get stuck on these rocks, so I ended up not being able to get through this little passage area, and I got stuck back here with the, just kind of hiding in the corner, waiting to see if anybody came out. Now, it's always kind of a shocker to find somebody like this person right here, because you never know if they're going to just immediately kill you or not, and, you know, that happens quite often in this game. They just kill you. Without any kind of a warning, just to see what you have on you, basically. And I was a newbie, so if he had done that to me, he wouldn't have got much. So once I knew that he had seen me but decided not to fire, I'm like, well, gig's up, I might as well come out now. So I do come out, and holy crap, when I turn around, I'm like, I did not know this guy was right behind me. That's crazy. So like I said, I've only been playing for about 10 minutes. This is my very first playthrough, and that's the only reason that I'm not recording this at the same time I'm playing it. All the videos after this will be, you know, they'll be recorded as I play. But basically I find these two guys, and since they haven't killed me, I'm like, okay, great. And so I'm trying to figure out how to communicate to them, which was, let me just tell you, if you've never played Arma 2, there are so many commands, it's just amazing. Now, as I mentioned, this was my very first playthrough, so I really didn't know a whole lot of what to do. So teaming up with people right off the bat seemed like a really good option for me. These guys already obviously have it figured out. One guy has a rifle or a shotgun or something, I can't really tell. But it's better than what I had, so I knew he must have gotten that from somewhere else in the game, and maybe he would know what to do, you know, beyond this point. So once they tell me that I can hang out with them, I just basically decide that, yeah, that's probably the best idea. I'll just hang out with them, go around and look for additional supplies to try to stay alive. So at first they just kind of sit there, they're not really doing a whole lot, so I kind of try to subliminally plant the message into their head that, you know, maybe we should go do something. There's a giant flare right here lighting the entire area up. I assume, you know, these zombies are attracted to flares or gunshots or anything really. I think at this point I'm trying to figure out how to pick stuff up. I don't think I actually knew how yet. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I figured it out. So trying to figure out how to loot people. Just kind of taking in the surroundings. If you haven't played this game, the environment is so vast. It is a giant map, and the only thing I can really compare it to is Skyrim. I don't think it's quite as big as Skyrim, but it is. It just feels that you get that same feeling when you're trying to play it. The same feeling as, man, this is just a giant map, and it's amazing how many places you can go, and you never know where people are going to be, and it's kind of always a frantic moment when you've been walking for so long, and you realize, oh, you know, I haven't been paying attention to my surroundings. I don't really know where I'm at, and especially since the game is cruel and starts you off with absolutely no map, you gotta find that stuff for yourself, and in order to do that, you kind of just have to take guesses. Now, we're all sticking together for safety, obviously. If we were attacked by a number of zombies at this point, we'd be able to defend each other. But another reason you want to stick with people is because of these bandits. And bandits are players whose morality has dropped too low. Correction, I meant humanity. I believe they call it humanity in this game. I have no idea why I keep calling it morality. It just seems like the two would be linked to me. You can see it up in my upper right hand corner now. You start out with 2,500, so in this clip I am completely full because I have never shot anybody. However, when you drop below 0, I believe, your skin actually changes in game, and it changes to a skin that's known as a bandit skin, and it looks different than a normal skin. I'm sure I'll get a video of me dealing with the bandit at some point in time. And once that happens, you can't, as far as I know, you cannot go back to being you cannot never restore your humanity back to the point at where it was when you first started the game. So you're basically, anytime any player sees you, they're going to know that you're a bandit, and they're not going to trust you, and they'll probably initiate a gunfight with you. Now there is one critical flaw with this game that's been pointed out by everybody I've talked to, everybody I've watched videos who've made this of, and that is that you will lose humanity for defending yourself. So if a bandit shoots at you first, and you're gonna bleed out, and he's just waiting for you to bleed out so he can take your stuff, and you shoot him to get him off you, or if you just, if you get in just a straight up gunfight with the guy, and you are shooting him and he is shooting you, your humanity is gonna go down real quick. You're gonna lose that, and it's not right, because if you're shot first, I think that there should not be a humanity penalty, or it should at least be a lesser penalty. Here you can see I've got several zombies chasing me. Two of them have actually hit me at this point, so I am bleeding, so that's why the image changes. As you get damaged, you need to use bandages to stop yourself from bleeding. You can see that I have a blood meter up at the top right as well, and that tells you how much blood you have left, and obviously when that gets closer to 0, you die. So these guys taught me a very important lesson. We teamed up, and I kind of was hanging out with them for a while trying to get stuff, but they taught me a couple things. I guess the first one could be that you never want to be at the absolute back of the pack when basically you're just running through open terrain, because if you're at the back of the line, obviously the zombies are all gonna go for the slowest, or the one closest to them. They're gonna attack you. Number 2, if you ever think that zombies are chasing you, should probably just keep running. Turn around like I do here. It doesn't work. I was thinking, maybe I'll get them off me, maybe I'll kill them, and maybe these guys will come back and help me, but they don't. We didn't really have a plan for this going in, and this is when it became painfully apparent that we really needed one. As you can see, it's night, and I'm injured pretty badly, and they've ran off. Now I can't even see where they went. I don't even think at this point I can tell where they've gone. So I kind of just give up right here, and I'm really lucky that there are no more zombies on me, because they would have had me for breakfast. Good thing about this game is that it's online persistent all the time, so if I was to log out of the game at this point and then log back in, it would bring me back to the same state that I'm in. Now when you're out of the game, I've noticed that your food meter and your water meter go down, so even if you're not in game, that counts down. So don't think that logging out and then getting a friend to come to where you last were to bring that stuff to you is gonna help you, because it's not. It's a persistent environment. Now I don't do too good for very long after this. I'm actually got to cut the video off at 10 minutes here for uploading reasons, but I really don't do too great after this point. But at least I learned those valuable lessons, and those are lessons that every player should know, at least for this initial video. Those will be our learning points. So thanks for watching, everyone.